my backyard garden. This is the second video on how I prune back my tomatoes, and on the first one I showed you how I pruned the leaves off up from the bottom, up from ground level, just to give us some air circulation and get the leaves off the ground. Today I'm going to show you about how this could be called hard pruning, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the leaves below my first growth of leaves and tomatoes here. So I'm going to take this leaf off and that leaf off, and I'm going to give it a little bit more room for air circulation underneath there, and I'm going to go through and do that with all my tomatoes, and then I'll be back to show you what I do next. Okay, so I'm done with this bed, and I just want to show you. Here's the first set of tomatoes that have flowered, and I've got some tomatoes on there, and I've cut off all the leaves below this stem. Done the same thing for this one too. I got these tomatoes right here, and everything below here is cleared off. And I did that with all of my tomatoes. And so you want to make sure these tomatoes grow at a different rate, so some of them are farther along than others. On some of them, the shorter ones, what I did was I went ahead and left one leaf below the first set of fruit, because you want to make sure you keep enough leaves on the plant so they can do their thing with the photosynthesis and all that. So make sure you don't get too close or take too much off. And the other thing is, see that right there, watch your fingers, because my scissors found my fingers in there and I got a little boo-boo there. A couple things real quick about suckers. Suckers are where an additional plant is starting to grow out of the original plant. And right here at the end of this fruit is a sucker. And that's going to grow and develop its own plant, but I don't want that. I want that, cut that off and just let this go, and just tomatoes on there. I'm going to cut that leaf off of there too. And one more thing about suckers. In previous videos I've talked about how I've gotten too close to the top of the plant and I've accidentally cut off the growth head, which is right here, right there. That's the growth head. You don't want to cut that off. Now, what you want to do is look for above that sucker what you think is a sucker and look for flowers. And that is a sucker. And that is a sucker. That is not a sucker, but that gives me all the suckers that were on this plant, and I'll make sure that I'm not cutting off the growth head. Okay, that's it for suckers and leaves for today. Hope that was helpful. If you like the video, please like it, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll be back soon with more stuff. Bye-bye.